Good morning. Welcome to another segment of the Tell Like It Is radio podcast. I'm your host, Ro Clark. And on this segment, I just want to do a quick recap of the Canelo and Triple G fight. A lot of people were just irate after the judge's decision, or one judge's decision. I believe her name was Albany, if I'm not mistaken. But she scored the fight 118 and 110 Canelo. And the other judges had 114 and 114. Another judge had 115, 113, Triple G. And a lot of people were just, like I said, they were just irate after the scorecard from a female judge. I don't think it had anything to do with her being a female. I don't think it had anything to do with her being high, according to Stephen A. Smith. I don't think it had anything to do with her not understanding boxing. She scored the fight by what she felt how the fight went. I don't think she was a fan of Canelo. None of that stuff. You can't tell nobody. You can't tell someone what they saw. I don't care if both of you guys look at the same thing. Everyone's going to have a whole different opinion, whole different outlook. And you just have to respect it. You just really have to respect it. But at the same time, Triple G, who was freaking 37-0, and he had 34 knockouts, bro. He should have just went for the knockout. But a lot of the hits that he was hitting, and a lot of the haymakers to where he knocked out a lot of his opponents, Canelo was eating. I mean, don't get me wrong. Those hits stung. I saw one hit where Triple G bobbed and weaved, went under a Canelo punch, came up, and he stung him right in the side of his face, like he punched him in his neck. And like Canelo shook his head no, but once I saw the replay in slow motion, man, he stung Canelo. Because once Canelo got hit in slow motion, oh, he felt that. You could see it all in his face. He felt that. I felt it for him. But I felt like it was a good fight. It was a good fight. It was toe to toe, both throwing punches. Like it was a hell of a fight, man. I just don't know what else you would want from a pay-per-view match. And like I told guys before, I told my friends before, I was never the person. I don't want to stay up late, especially a fight that I paid for, that I spent about $80 to $110 on. So for instance, let's say Mike Tyson spend $80, $100 on a pay-per-view fight. Tired as hell on a weekday. And then stay up late as hell. You're watching two boring fights. Amateur fights. So now about 12 o'clock come around, 12:10. Main event. Mike Tyson's coming to the ring. His opponent's coming to the ring. You go ahead and wet your face, try to wake yourself up after waiting for so long, and send them two boring ass fights. Bell rings. Bam. 10 seconds into the fight, it's over. That sucks to me. I don't care about seeing a knockout. I mean, if it happens, it happens. But I don't watch a fight and expect to see a knockout. I watch a fight and expect to see a good ass fight. A lot of blows being thrown, a lot of blood being shedded. Like that's the type of fight I want to see. I want to see a bloodbath compared to one guy just compared to watching a lopsided fight, or one guy getting punched on, or one guy getting knocked out in 10 seconds. I feel like this was that fight. This was a hell of a fight. Both of the guys left it inside the ring. And people could say what they want. It was fixed. It was rigged. They did it for the money. They did it so it can be a rematch. They probably did. It's Vegas. And when you have a lot of money going into one event, one main event, you best believe it's going to be corrupted. It's going to be something behind it. It's hell of money on the line here, especially with Vegas. Well, all these people, all these big ballers betting on fights, betting on games. Of course. You gotta be a fool to not think that some of this stuff is, I'm not gonna say rigged, but I don't even want to say fixed, but it's questionable. It's questionable. It's questionable. It's questionable. It's questionable. So it was a draw. A lot of people feel like Canelo lost. Triple G won. Like I said, it could have gone either way. Canelo landed punches on Triple G. A lot of people feel like Triple G landed more on Canelo. It's cool. So with that being said, Canelo is now 49-1-2. Triple G is now 37-0-1. And guys, you can just sit back and just wait for this rematch. And like I said, it was a hell of a fight, man. I enjoyed it. Guys, thanks for listening. Please be sure to click, listen, and subscribe to my Tell Like It Is radio podcast. You can also follow me on social media at Tell Like It Is PC. Please be sure to check out Rockout Sports at www.rockoutsd.com. And please be sure to check out www.bakerhoops.com. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you.